Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Brian and Sherri 5.0. Online 24/7 at briansherrishow.com. This is Brian and Sherri 5.0. Here are your hosts, Brian Shepard and Sherri Johnson.
Oh my Lord. Hello. Thanks, Josh. Josh, our announcer, our voice of the Brian and Sherri Show for the past 4 years. I just realized something, Sherri.
What's that?
I can't see you. Hold on. There you are. At the beginning of our show, he says our name like 3 times in the entire beginning.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be that way, like that hidden subliminal message type deal going on, you know, to embed it into people's brains, like who we are. And
yeah. You are listening to the Brian and Sherri Show, Brian and Sherri 5.0, and listen to them now, Brian and Sherri. Now here's your host, Brian and Sherri.
Well, they better get it right. That's all I could say. Brian, tonight we have a special guest joining us. We have Rhett Sever joining us. Rhett, you with us?
Hey, what's up? Does this sound good?
Hey.
Yeah.
Because I'm on speaker. Does that sound good?
Yeah, we can hear it. Perfect.
Because now this is me
Rhett,
not on speaker. Does this sound better?
You sound good either way.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
All right,
So,
right.
yeah,
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me
on the show live.
Again.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is so much fun having you join us. But for just a few minutes, Brian and I are going to bring you on again. We just want to let our listeners know we have Rhett on the line with us.
Okay. No, yeah, I should have done
Brian's
the sound check before, but I wanted it to be a good recording for you. Okay.
It's all good. We're doing good,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So, Brian, did you have a nice Easter?
Yeah, sure. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I have a good Easter?
I just want to make sure.
Well, you know, I really don't do anything for Easter. So, but I did go to my sister-in-law's house. I had a little something to eat. And it was kind of a gorgeous day. Not really, but it was okay. So, you know, hung outside, watched the kids play around in some giant trampoline hazard thing. And, you know, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a very good day, as a matter of fact. I just want to point out one thing, Sherri, before so something very big, something very important.
Okay.
Am I supposed to say it now? I don't think so because I don't see her on. So I might wait until I see her.
Okay.
Pop on.
We'll wait.
Yeah, we'll wait for that big
announcement.
Right. Shout out. I want to say hello to everyone joining us on Facebook Live. For those listening onto the show, you can go to and I hate telling people this because then they go and watch, which is the worst experience ever. Especially if it's a guest, because then they can see me. And if I make faces and facial expressions, they take it the wrong way. But you know what? It's okay, because it's all in good fun.
That's right.
You can go to facebook.com/Brian.Sherri Show and watch me live on the show. So hello to the usual suspects. Charles, Caron, excuse me, my grandmother, Gary, Amanda Wyman, hello, but she's not saying hello to me. She's saying hello to Sherri.
That's right. Hi, Amanda. If you say hi to me, I'll personally say it back to you.
That's right. James Wheeler, hello, James, my aunt. We have Daniel Payton. Is talking about something. I'll have to get in touch with him later on. Trina O'Neill, hello. And more people are starting to watch. And there's EricPaquette Sr. I said the senior part. So, if you're just joining us on Facebook Live, there's a poll right there. See that poll in our thing? It says, do you believe in ghosts? That's the question of the night. Only because after we speak to comedian Rhett Sever, we're going to then shift it from comedy to paranormal, to ghosts.
Right.
And spooky things and things that go bump in the night and whatever else. That's probably me stubbing my toe trying to get to the bathroom at night. That's probably and Sean Butler, hello, welcome. So, yeah, how was your Easter?
My Easter was great. It was a really good Easter. Had a great big dinner for my kids and my family, and it was just wonderful. I love having my grandkids around where they can, experience the Easter Bunny and finding eggs and learning about Easter. So, yeah, so it was just fun.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. See, for me, Easter is a time where I can buy candy and buy lots of candy and get away with it because I don't have dirty, germy, lovely little children running around the house. But yeah, I can use that excuse because when I buy lots of candy, because my peeps love peeps. So
yeah, you're huge on candy.
When I buy a whole bunch of this stuff, the cashier's looking like, what do you? Oh, and then they say, oh, you must, you buying these for your kids? They're gonna be no. But I don't tell them that. I tell them it's for my kids. And
right.
Get away with it. 7 kids, lady.
Yeah.
So,
I bet you probably have some hidden candy somewhere around you right this very minute. I can't even. Right.
How dare you? That candy around. Like these 3 bags of Jelly Belly jelly beans.
Yes. Oh my God, jelly beans. How many people actually like jelly beans? I mean, I don't know. As a kid, I never liked them, except for the black. I actually like black licorice, but Twizzlers and stuff. But jelly beans,
Oh wow.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So now, before we talk to Rhett, which I'm very excited about, by the way, because I've heard him on your show.
Yes.
That he kind of helped out as a co-host. So now we went from Mormon to comedian to podcast co-host.
Yes.
A jack of all trades going on here. So, but I did listen to his shows when he was on Sherri Clip.
Yes.
But wasn't he on one of our other shows?
He was on Alley Cats too one time. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I didn't.
He's been on 3 different shows of mine. Yeah, this is the 3rd.
Okay, so he wasn't on the other one, right?
Right.
He was.
No.
He was. Oh, that's
no.
Bad.
No.
Maybe that's a good thing. We'll leave that one alone. But anyways, all right. So, so make sure everyone on Facebook Live there, you do the little poll there. The question tonight is, do you believe in ghosts? So far, we're at 100% yes. They believe in ghosts. So we'll see what happens after that. Okay, yeah. So big shout out tonight, folks.
Yes, here we go.
Big shout out.
Drum roll, Brian.
That sounded like you had just gotten a flat tire. Okay,
I don't do a very good drum roll without a drum. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah. It is Katie's birthday today, so Katie's in the chat room, so make sure everyone says happy birthday to Katie. Not only is she a good friend of ours, but she's our graphic designer. She creates all of these wonderful banners on our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and website, Facebook. I don't even know anymore where else they're shoved and put up. They're in every nook and cranny on the internet right now. So happy birthday to Katie. See, I can't even talk. I'm tired. That's what it is. I'm overtired because then I have to tomorrow morning and go back to work. So happy birthday, Katy!
Happy birthday, Katy! Woo!
And in your honor, I'm going to be having some jelly beans because I wasn't invited to have cake. So,
I'm saving you a piece. You're getting a piece.
You're going to bring me a piece
tomorrow. I am, personally. Yes, I will get to see you face to face.
And this is a carrot cake, three-layer carrot cake with cream cheese frosting.
Correct.
I love that. It's my favorite.
All right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Oh.
So, all right. So enough chit-chatting. Unless there's something else. Was there something else that we were supposed to talk about? Because I'm old and I have a tendency of forgetting things. So.
Child Care Professionals Day.
Oh. Oh, that's quite.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know.
I remembered.
What is it?
So we got a question from a fan, I'm assuming, or a listener about the animal shelter thing.
Oh, yes. We have been contacted. In the past, Brian and I used to talk about a local animal shelter to kind of help out the animals that were there. And it helped them out a lot. But they had asked, are we going to ever bring that back onto the show again?
Who did? The animal shelter itself? Because I know they won. Oh, some. Oh.
Yeah. I don't want.
So here's the scoop, the story, the skinny, the pillow talk. I loved talking about. We talked about the Eleanor Sonsini Animal Shelter. Then all of a sudden, some crap went down. Everything was in the paper. This one's fighting with this lawyer. They have to move into this building. It was a disaster. Yeah. So I just kind of stepped away from it and we're like, okay, until the dust settles, I'm not talking about you on the show. I feel bad for the animals and whatnot. But until you can settle and everything's kosher and candy coated and whatever else, I'm not gonna talk about it on the show. Will it come back? Yes, it will. And I'm pretty sure that we can talk about any animal shelter in any state or town or wherever you are. If anyone has an idea, the only one I refuse to talk about is the Berkshire Humane Society. So we're not talking about that shelter on this show. Sorry.
Right.
Feel bad for the animals, but I only care. I care for all animals. I'm a dog lover. I have a dog, but I don't like the shelters that euthanize animals, so that kind of gets me. So that's why we kind of levitated towards the Eleanor Sonsini Animal Shelter, because they're a no-kill shelter, which I absolutely love. So, yeah, but anyways, all right, let's not get into that because that's just very sad and offbeat, and I want to be upbeat, and I want to laugh, Sherri. That's what I want to do. So,
well,
I think
we have an opportunity here.
I mean, I think I'm funny, and normally I'm the one laughing at myself because I'm funny, but I want somebody else to do the work for me. So that's why I think we're going to be talking to Rhett Sever. So. All
right. Well, why don't we bring him on at this time? Rhett, are you still with us?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey,
so
welcome to the show again.
I didn't realize I was muted. Okay. That's cool.
Are you talking crap?
No, I was just like saying some things like, "Oh, do you want to hear about my Easter?" And then you guys just ignored me. Now I get why. No, it's cool.
I'm sorry.
Well, Rhett, how was your Easter? Tell us.
What did you do?
Well, actually, I was raised Mormon, and I really don't care. But no, but we still, like my boyfriend still bought, chocolate and Easter crap, which I shouldn't have because I don't know. It just feels. I don't know if it feels like I'm about to feel like I have diabetes. I don't know. I used to be addicted to candy, but I don't think I should anymore because, I like when my limbs don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you
I mean, I
feel
don't know
weird
if that's
after eating
why,
candy?
but no, not right after. It's just like, I don't know if I'm getting older and I have to just like lay, flat. I don't know, but maybe if I eat less candy, I can like, lay on my side. I don't know. But yeah.
Don't try doing it. I have done that. I will lay flat and I'll eat whatever, or I'll lay on the couch on the side and I'll eat something because it feels better. No, just don't do it.
Well, no, I mean, it's not while I'm eating. It's like just in general, like, I don't know. I don't think so, but hopefully I don't have diabetes. No, I'm pretty sure I don't, because my last doctor's appointment was good. I'm just getting to that age where it's like they're starting to say things like, oh yeah, you can like maybe lose a little weight, and like, oh, like your blood pressure is really good, except just like lay off the salt and stuff like that. So I guess I'm gonna stop going to the doctor. So. Hello?
That's not good. Yeah, that's not good.
Well, yeah. So I'll just, I don't know. Yeah, I'll just slowly die or something. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding.
I think it could be just age, but Rhett, do you mind saying how old you are? Or?
Oh, yeah, 34.
Oh, it could be the age. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no, yeah.
Hello?
I don't know. Maybe is that the age where it starts like the end of the top of the hill and you start to go down?
Is that at age 34? I wouldn't know.
What?
I said I wouldn't know. Just kidding.
Oh.
I wouldn't know which age you start going downhill at, because I haven't gone past 25 like 20 years ago.
Why?
Okay.
No. Yeah, right. I'm a lot older than you. Let's put it that way, okay?
Okay.
It's not true. 34 is not the age. 34 is not the age where you start falling apart. And
what?
It's not. I'm 37, so how dare you? Yeah, no. I mean, as you get older, yes, when I do go to the doctor, they may say something that you not really have heard them say before, like cholesterol or, things like that. It's like, what? Okay, this is getting a little scary. No.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway.
What?
So you have not been on our show, but I have seen and heard you on Sherri's other shows that she has done with you. So I was very interested in having you come on here so that not only Sherri can hog you to her, that you could come on and I could talk to you as well, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around a Mormon who becomes a comedian. Who's not a Mormon anymore.
Yeah.
Who's also gay. So it's like, what?
Yeah.
What's
well, I mean, that probably
there
has a lot to do with it.
Well, yeah.
Kind of in a nutshell, it kind of makes sense, really. Because being former Mormon and being gay is really funny. So, I mean, where else can you go?
It's true. So do you use that in your act?
Yeah, everything. I mean, it is kind of weird. Like, I wasn't exactly, I don't know why, like, exactly comfortable talking about it the first few years I did stand-up. But then, because I didn't know how to make it funny. I don't know why, but I didn't have jokes about being gay. So then I finally met, I finally wrote some jokes that I thought I could just, start talking about it on stage. Like, I think the first one was, you know, like when I used to be straight, I dated this girl who I hated so much that she made me want to experiment with my bisexuality. So, because she kind of got suspicious when all I wanted to do in bed was scissor, because I'm a lesbian. And that was, I think, my first gay joke. I don't know. Oh, so it wasn't good.
You know, no, I got it. Trust me, I got it.
No, you're live.
Nope, we can hear everything you're saying. So, Sherri, because we didn't laugh, that's why. Well, I did. Maybe you didn't hear it, but
I'm laughing, but sometimes I laugh so much it over, you know.
Yeah, I know
you hear me laugh and you don't hear no one else. So
exactly. I could see. I think that's one of the reasons why I could never be a stand-up comedian. It's not the crowd so much that I really care about, because I can talk in front of anybody. I don't have stage fright or anything. But I think trying to use my personal life, I wouldn't know how to, like you in the beginning, I wouldn't know what to say to make it funny, to then have it stick, so that I can, you know, keep using it and turning it. Are you, so besides your life stories, are you like other comedians where that you are a storyteller?
Yeah, I have some. I'm kind of getting more into that. Mostly, like I started out and even kind of getting back to like one-liners, very short jokes. But yeah, I when it works, I kind of tell stories and, you know, have it be funny throughout. Yeah, it's kind of tricky, but yeah, trying to get more into the storytelling. Is there a delay on the Facebook Live?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Okay, because were you frustrated with something, Brian?
Yes.
Oh, your technology or what?
Nope. Anytime Sherri types, it's all I hear. Typing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh
God.
So
no, actually, that was the only time I ever heard it. That was the only time I heard it. But
I had the volume up, so that's probably why. Before she was typing, you didn't really hear it, so I had to turn the volume so I could really hear him talk and whatever
Sorry,
else.
guys. I'm so sorry. I'll stop.
I'm trying to wave you down and like throwing my fist up in the air, so people are what the hell I'm doing. Yeah. No. So I think if I was to be a stand-up, I love telling stories. I love making up elaborate things, and you can have fun with it and make it funny and whatever else. So I think I would probably stick with that. But I've noticed that a lot of comedians do that whole storytelling thing. Now, are you one to poke fun with politics or religion? Like, do you throw in anything else, like sort of, you know, celebrities or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, sometimes. Like, I think I've maybe recently got more political because of the whole, like, Trump and Me Too stuff. Like I do this one thing where I just explain how, you know, how, like, crazy Trump is and how, do you guys remember when sex scandals used to be consensual, you know, the good old days and stuff like that. And then just say how, like, it's crazy how, like, our next, because we keep going every other Democrat for the past 30 years. And so if Bush can make Obama possible, and then Obama people then go the other way and then made Trump possible, our next president is going to be probably one of the most amazing people ever. Like, they're going to be like, you know, like a non-binary president that we have to, you know, like when we meet them, we'll be like, oh, it's so great to meet you, person president, and, stuff like that. Like, I think that's kind of cool. So, stuff like that I've been experimenting with politically.
Yeah. Wow.
And,
yeah,
sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, and I was just saying how, like, I'll say, oh, yeah, I can't even think of anything funny about our current cultural climate, so I don't even know, what I'm, like, this is what I'll open with. I'll say, yeah, like, I can't even find anything funny about our current cultural climate that we're living in, so I don't even know what I'm going to say tonight. Like, I'm really sorry, because it's not lost on me that I look like a mini-me Harvey Weinstein. It's hard out there for a Me Too inspiration lookalike. And that's usually a hit to start off with. So, yeah. I guess people can't see on this radio show what I look like, but I guess I kind of look like a mini-me Harvey Weinstein. So, yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at the pictures again and just see for myself here. I think that if I was going to be a comedian, I would find myself to be judgmental, really judgmental. You know what I mean, Sherri? Like,
oh yeah,
of yourself or of who?
Like just people in general, like things point out or say, like, oh God, okay, let me give you an example.
Oh,
so
like
I go to Disney World. Well, not so much making fun, but just pointing out the obvious of, like, the question, why? Why would you wear something like that? It's totally, like, whatever. Or, just people in general. I love watching people. So I'm a people watcher. And so, you just see things, but then you got to realize it's like, should I really think about people? I got my own shit dealing with.
Yeah, that's why I think that kind of reminds me of, like, Joan Rivers versus Kathy Griffin, because people thought Joan Rivers was kind of controversial. I think because she would, like, attack people's looks, and that was kind of shallow. I mean, I know there's more to Joan Rivers than just that, but also, like, with Kathy Griffin, she kind of chose to get away from that and just more make fun of celebrities about, like, their crazy behavior and like, their craziness besides just their looks. And so that's kind of what I agree with is make fun of people's actions, I think, rather than their looks. For me, I don't know. Maybe that's because I was a person who was made fun of for their looks growing up. I don't know, but yeah. So, but that's like my kind of thing is I make fun of people for their crazy behavior. Yeah. Or was there a delay or a cutoff?
No.
Hello?
Just wondering, Brian, did you have any particular questions to ask Rhett while he's with us? We got about 2 more minutes.
I did, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much.
Sure.
So, being a comedian, who do you look up to? Who's your favorite comedian?
It's kind of awkward now, but, like, when I was kind of first inspired to get into stand-up because of Louis C.K., but I actually tend to listen mostly to female comics, like Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, Kathy Griffin, Joan Rivers, and Tig Notaro is one of my favorites of all time. Because it's weird because I don't know, I think it's with the Me Too movement and then going back to listen to male comedians, I mean, they're not trying to be like, I don't know, chauvinistic or sexist or anything, but it's just their jokes just remind you of chauvinism and sexism. So it's kind of cringy listening to, male comedians now, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, tend to like female comedians more, I think, because I relate to them more, I think. I don't know, but.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. Absolutely. I like the female ones. I like Ellen. I like Amy Schumer and Joan Rivers. And there's another one that I just saw, I think, a couple of years back. I'm a fan of Paula Poundstone as well. So, I mean, she's still
good.
out there. Oh, I love her. I saw her in town, and absolutely fantastic. But anyway.
Oh, was that cool? Did she do the improv thing with the crowd?
Yes, she did, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, she's really good at that. So you guys only had a minute left? This was the end?
Yeah.
What's the end? I know he's so sad. I'm sad.
I know. We could talk to him all night, I'm telling you. I keep having him on the show because there's so much more I know he could tell us.
Yeah. It's like having a long distance
I think
phone call with a friend.
Yeah, and like in the future, I can maybe even set up more of like just doing like the straight act comedy, like instead of explaining it and talking around it, I can maybe we could do a thing where I just maybe do my material. But anyway, so.
Yeah. Well,
so maybe people
let's
can
talk about that for another time.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. That's a fantastic idea. I didn't even think of that. I don't think we've never even done that, actually. It's been more of a interview process with comedians. We've had so many comedians on our show, so I've never even thought of that. I think that's a great idea. Sherri, set it up.
I will. All right.
Done.
Well, Rhett, thank you so much for coming on this show tonight. We so appreciate you coming on. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, this was the first time I watched the Facebook Live along with it.
Oh, that's great.
So it's very fun. Thank you very much, guys.
You're welcome, Rhett. Thanks for coming on such short notice. We appreciate it. Have yourself a great night.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. See you.
Thank you. Oh, my gosh, Brian, I'm reading the comments. I almost fell out of my chair laughing. You guys are so funny. Thanks for sharing these things with me.
I don't know. I was focusing more on Rhett than anything else.
Well, I was too, but...
Yeah. So, his voice gets me. So, I know he's got his boyfriend and everything. I'm married, but still.
You like his voice?
Some of these guests are just, But anyways, I don't want to get into that. But anyway, so I was not paying attention to our Facebook Live. I know. Don't mind me. We have ghosts to talk about now.
We do. Let's go.
So, oh my God. I can't even, you gonna let me finish talking first? I just put my foot in my mouth. All right. So anyways, I wasn't paying attention. I saw aliens. I saw something about aliens on there, but that was the last time I looked. So I have no idea what's been going on in here on Facebook Live. So we don't want to neglect you all. I know that you're all watching. So hello. Sherri, we have this poll in honor of Paranormal Night on our show here. And the question is do you believe in ghosts? Now, for some reason, and I think half these people are freaking liars, because it was at 100% when we started this damn show, and now all of a sudden 33% people are saying they do not believe in ghosts. They're liars. So we got 67% of people saying, yes, I do believe. What a load of crap. I know Dan was talking some stuff here. I am unavailable. I don't understand what that means. Is someone unavailable? What's happening? And you're shaking. Why are you? Stop shaking your leg.
I'm excited. time.
Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. They're on.
All right. Well, at this time, let's bring on our special guest, ones we've had on before. We had Charles Caron, but this time he has his co-team bro, friend, what's another word? Confidant with him. Let's bring EricPaquette Sr. You guys, welcome.
Welcome.
Hey,
how you doing, everybody?
How are you?
How you doing? I'm here. How about everybody else?
I'm here too.
Well, we are glad you're here. Did you hear what Brian said? We did a poll. Do you believe in ghosts?
I am a ghost.
Yeah, and I'm Blackbeard too.
Yeah, I'm out for buried treasure and I see aliens.
Well, you guys are too funny.
Well, thanks for having me on, guys. It's been a pleasure. I know you guys have been trying to get me on for a while here. Chuck's been taking all the heat and stuff like that. I've just been a very busy man.
All right. Well, let's start with you, Mr. Busy Man. What are you up to these days?
Just enjoying the paranormal, out there doing what I do best and try to explain the unnatural and the things that people can't understand, and I try to prove that to everyone. And that's pretty much what I set out to do in this field. I am the hard ass on the team, and my job is to debunk everything and to make sure that it is paranormal. And me and Chuck work good together that way. But we also have a good time at the same time. And there are times we'll be on investigation and Chuck will be going bananas. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? And I'm like, well, I got to figure out what that is before we even document it paranormal. And he's like, oh, come on, you're going to ruin my fun. But that's what I am. That's what I do, and that's what I'm all about.
Right. Can you give us an example as for if someone was going to call you and say, oh my gosh, I think I'm having this paranormal in my house and these certain things are happening. Would you go in and see if it's something electrical, or is that something you would do?
The first thing I would do is if someone had called out for me and Chuck to come out there and investigate, the first thing that will happen is they'll go through one of our case managers, and one of our case managers will set it up. Go ask the clients questions and stuff like that. And then what will happen is me and Chuck will go out there with our little gadgets and our toys and stuff like that make us look good in the field. And I'll walk in, and the first thing I do is I start asking the client a bunch of questions. Is the wiring been updated? How's your plumbing? Or how old is the house? When was the last time you did any remodeling? Because wiring, plumbing, especially if you have forced hot water heat, that can cause banging in the pipe. Electricity can cause high EMFs. And that can cause you to be nauseous. It can make you hallucinate. It can make you sick. It can cause a whole bunch of things in your house. And sometimes people will be like, well, and that can also cause a lot of paranormal activity. They'll feed off that energy. But those are the things I look for. And if they're experiencing all this, I give everybody the chance to go out there to find out what they're doing, and try to convince them, okay, your house is haunted or is it not haunted? And sometimes they don't like the results that we give them. And it can be hard out there because they want you to prove their house is haunted. They want you to tell you it's haunted, but that's not what I'm going to do.
I see. So, Brian?
Yeah.
Did you have a question?
You're interrupting
he's
my
eating jelly bean
eating.
Yeah.
I do have.
I see. Okay. My screen keeps freezing, so I wasn't sure if you're actually trying to say something, if you're actually doing something.
You never know.
I can see him. He's eating his jelly beans. He's got his scissors going there with his little bag.
Can never get away with anything. Okay, so technically I have two questions. One is, and I don't know if you've covered this, Sherri, on other shows, because I like Rhett Sever, I have listened to the New Hampshire Paranormal Research duo here on your other shows, and that's why I wanted them to be on our show, because you get all the good people. So,
of course.
Wait, let me clarify that. We've had a lot of good people, but anyways, possession. That was one thing that somebody had mentioned to me, and I was like, ooh, I better ask a question about that. So I wrote this backwards, so let me see if I can get it here. Possession, do you think that sometimes when a body is taken over by whatever you want to call it, is it because the person is sick, they have a weak immune system, they can't fight off something like this, or is that just not the case?
Possession can be in many ways. I wouldn't agree with being sick or anything like that. But normally, a spirit will go after somebody who is don't have like a strong aura or a strong vibe, or it's condescending. It's really hard to say. Possession can be in any matter. It can happen to anyone. It can even happen to me. I could go out to a haunted location and walk into a house that's got supposedly demons in it, and I could come home not realizing that spirit has taken its hold on me, and it can cause me to do things, lash out, or whatever it is. Possession can be taken in many forms and in many ways. It's all on how you want to go about it and research on it.
Okay. Good answer. Now, I'm just going to move to Facebook Live because people are, questions are coming in. So, let's see here. Rhett Sever, what ghost experiences have you had yourself, Eric? That's a question for Eric.
Ghost experience, let's see. I was out in Hampton Falls, New Hampshire, the governor's mansion, and Charles and I were filming an episode for out there. We had a bunch of our team out there. Charles and a few of the other members were downstairs in the basement filming at the time, and the camera light ended up shutting off due to a dead battery. So they radio up to me, and they asked me if I would be willing to send someone down to bring a battery for the camera. So I said, I'll bring it down. I'm not doing anything. And on my journey there, I had to come out of the ballroom to walk outside to go around the front of the house. Now, this is a big mansion. It's huge. You're talking 30,000 square feet. And as I'm walking by the library, there's a woman standing in the window with a white 18th century gown. And she's waving at me. Her hair is all up in the bun. She has this wicked cool necklace with 2 chains hooked to it. And so I radioed. Now I'm standing there, and this woman's waving. I can't even see through her. And I radioed down to them, and I says, is there anybody else supposed to be in this house? And the owner goes, no, it's just us. I go, well, there's a woman standing in an old period dress, white gown, and she's waving at me. And he then tells me it's this woman named Sherri that used to wave to the owners when they went out there. So I literally bolted. It literally scared the heck out of me because I'd never encountered anything like this. So they're all telling me to go back up there. So I went back over there, and the woman's gone. And then they all go into the bedroom, and I'm standing by the woman, and some stuff starts going on, and my shirt gets tugged, and you literally see it on camera get pulled back, and I couldn't believe it. That's the most experience I've experienced for myself. I've caught other evidence on camera, but see, trying to show people this evidence in the real world for the paranormal, it's hard because they're going to tear it apart. They're going to debunk it, and they won't let you know that it's real or not. Because even though you got the best evidence in the world, they want to take it down so that way you can't have anything out there to make it look real. Because everything can be CGI today. Everything can be made false or fake. And sometimes it's hard to do it. I don't know how many times I put this stuff out here and people go, that ain't real, that ain't real. But you know what? I let them criticize me because I was there. I'm the one that experienced it. I'm the one that saw it, and I'm the one that knows that it's real. But in this field, you have to have a clear, open mind. Because if you don't have a clear, open mind in this field, you're not going to stand your ground to want to keep doing this. You're just going to put your camera down. You're just going to put your stuff down. You're going to hang your hat up. You're going to call it a day. And you're going to get rid of the thing you do most and walk away because people want to knock it down. If you're in this field for a reason, stay in it. Do what you do best. Just keep your head up. Things will come. Things will go. And that's how a paranormal investigator does his job.
And it's fun. It's really fun to do, to learn about something like of the unknown, right, Sherri?
Yes, oh, absolutely.
It is. I'm serious. That's why we did it for that short period of time. It was great. Okay, so fantastic. So the other question is, and you know what? Where did it go? Oh no, I'm scrolling down too far. Shoot, I hate this thing. Daniel Payton wants to know, so either one can answer this one. What is the most common cause of false reports? Debunked things, I'm assuming he means.
Chuck, you can take this one if you want.
What is the most common cause of false reports? Best way I can explain that is I had a call from another team out of New Jersey asking me to take a case. When this woman called me, she claimed to be Mary Magdalene. She claimed her husband was Jesus Christ. She claimed that she needed a lot of help. When I went to her house to investigate some of the claims, I could only be in her house maybe 5 minutes. To me, it looked like she was looking for attention. If people, I've only had it happen twice to me. The lady has actually called me a couple times prior. But again, it all depends on how you want to take it. Some cases can be serious. Some cases can be false reports. But if they do call, if they do, want you to go out and investigate, you have to at least look at it. You have to go because you never know if it is false. You never know if it is true.
Oh. So more people like attention.
Well, like I said, the lady that called me that had those claims, how do you respond to something like that? Being a paranormal investigator, you have to have a clear mind. You can't just, someone calls you and tells you they're Mary Magdalene and their husband is Jesus Christ, and, how do you respond to that? You know what I mean? You can't just call somebody, a whack job, to be honest. You have to take the claim serious, and, for the most part. So, at the end of the day, what if it is a true claim of possession, and you don't handle it, or you don't give the, or you don't, try to help the person. You never know. You never know who calls you. You never know, what they're going to claim is until you actually go to the house and see for yourself.
That's true. So, going on that, do you find that if you go to someone's home and you investigate, they have all these claims and everything, and you're like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go at night. There's nobody in the house. We have the house to ourselves. You find absolutely nothing. You have debunked everything. Do people really get upset, or do they stand by and say, oh, Are you done, Jamie?
Me and Eric have been called fake, frauds. If we, a perfect example, we go in your house, we debunk everything. We've been told, oh, well, we know we have something. You guys are not real. But again, at the end of the day, what do you want us to tell you? Do you want us to tell you that we caught something that we didn't? because at the end of the day, you have to live there. We go home. You know what I mean? If we walk in your house and there's nothing, we're going to tell you exactly how it is. If we go in your house and we catch something, we're going to tell you. We're just not going to lie about it. That's not us.
Right. Well, I would hope not. Yeah. Whatever.
No, it is very hard. It's hard because we've been to so many locations. Like Chuck says, we've been to so many locations where people have claimed that their house is so haunted that things go crazy or go bump in the night, and we'll be there 6-7 hours, and we'll only get maybe a voice, or we'll get maybe a bang, and we won't get all the claims you get. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the clients are spinning a yarn for our entertainment just to try to get a paranormal team out there because they're really into that. We will continue to help these clients out until we actually find their claims. If we can't find those claims, then we then tell the client, there's not much more we can do for you. We're going to drop the case with you guys, and if you want to call out another team, then you can then go out and call another team to maybe see if you can get better results from that team. You know, we're easygoing paranormal investigators. We'll do what it takes to help the community, and we'll do what it takes to help the people that are in need. But no, there are people out there that will just call you just to get you out there, and sometimes because when me and Chuck go out there, people don't realize this. We don't charge anybody to investigate, but we're going to be out there 4 or 5 hours. That's equipment time. That's travel time. That just to get out there costs us, just to do an investigating, close to almost $2,000 a night when we go out. That comes out of our pockets because we have to pay for gas. We have to pay for stuff that's broken or something like that. And it costs us a lot of money. And when you get out there and these people, when you tell them, look, we're coming out to investigate, this is what we need you to do. And when we get there, there's like 50,000 people standing around because they're excited because the paranormal team is coming out and they've heard such good news. It kind of puts a damper on everything that's going on because now you got to waste 2 to 3 hours to talk to everybody, and you're only going to be there for a limited amount of time. And then you investigate the place, then you come to find out the place really wasn't haunted. They just wanted you there. Those are the things that is hard for us. Those are the things that take time. So Chuck is right. It can be a win-win or it won't be. It all depends on how you want to handle the situation at that moment and at that time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sherri, how come when we say we're going places we don't draw a crowd? Are we doing something wrong? They get crowds.
We've had people spot us in public before.
Yeah.
When we said we were going out.
Yeah, when I'm buying toilet paper.
What's that?
When I'm buying toilet paper.
You had people spot you in Disney World, half a country away. Come on.
I did. That was weird. Yeah,
anyway. I get a lot of it locally, Brian. Believe it or not, I get a lot of people locally.
Yeah. I get it sometimes, but I'd rather have a crowd. But I can understand. I can understand because, you know, like you, when we go places and stuff, that's, you know, or they cancel the show when we go somewhere like on location. That's money out of our pocket. You know. That's,
right.
You know, yeah, we interact with people and stuff like that. But sometimes, yes, that is a little time consuming. And we don't mind it, obviously. But yeah, I can understand where, you know, when you have to pay for things yourself, it can be a little bit of a hassle. So, and then come to find out, I'm sorry, ma'am, we actually didn't find anything at all, you know? So it's like, oh, you really wanted to find something. And it's...
Me and Chuck don't mind the publicity. You know, we actually like it. Like, we live in Manchester, New Hampshire. And everywhere we go, people know who we are. They know who we are. And they'll be like, oh, you're the guys on TV, you were on public television. You guys, we don't mind. We don't mind the publicity. We're well known in this city.
Oh no.
You know, we're probably, me and Charles probably have the number one teams in the city that are known because we advertise everywhere. We have our trucks all lettered up. We drive around with them all the time. And when people see that, we'll even get out of the vehicle to sit down and talk with them, chat with them. You know, we love doing what we do. We will not say no to chatting with somebody. We'll pull right off to the side of the road when they flag us over, and we'll get out in the middle of a busy day, and we'll get right out and sit there and chat with these people and talk about ghosts and do what we got to do best, because the reason we do what we do is because that person can tell that person that tells that person. If they have a haunting, that draws more stuff for us. That gives us the thing. And then we also like to help out, like, we had a thing that we just filmed recently. We just finished up season 1. And on our last episode that we filmed, we had a gentleman who wanted a chance to be on a paranormal team. That was always his dream. Well, he ended up being diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And we went, when Chuck had called me up one day, he says, I got a friend who's got cancer, and he wants to be on an investigation with us. And I didn't even give Chuck a chance to finish. I said, you know what? I'll set up a location. I'll get it done, and we'll get this gentleman out there to have his dream. And we did that. You know, he come out, we got to the interview, but the sad part was the gentleman was having a hard time that night. He did not get a chance to do what he wanted to do, but it made his night to sit there. And he turned around and looked at us and says, you guys are awesome. No one else would do this for me, and you guys took your time, cleared your schedule for me, and you made it happen. So that's what me and Chuck are all about. We're all about trying to help people make their dreams come true. And if we ain't got the money to try to do what we need to do to get to somebody, we will figure a way to get out there for them. We will do what it takes. Even if it takes us 2 weeks to get where we need to go, we will pull it up and we will figure out how to get the job done. That's what it's all about, you know. And at the end of the day, some people don't like what we do because they think that's not paranormal. But see, there's a lot more to paranormal that people understand. It's not just going out there and chasing ghosts. It's not just going out there to try to be the next star. It's going out there to do your job, help the public, tell the public who you are, and show the public what you can do and what you can't do. And at the end of the day, when you walk down the street and someone says, hey, I want to call it paranormal, they can turn around and call these guys. These guys will get it done. And that's what we're all about. We're about helping the next person. We're not trying to be famous. We're not trying to be rich. We're not trying to be on TV. Like me and Chuck says, if it happens, it happens. But that's not what we're about. We want to do the real. We want to do it right. And if we can't get it right, then we're not going to do what we do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I totally 100% agree that Sherri and I are in the same boat. We do it because we love to do it. We're not after, money or fame or anything. But if we're recognized on the streets, or if someone asks us about us, we're more than happy to talk about it. Plus, trust me, I love me some publicity. Okay, so it helps to get that word of mouth advertising out there, because like you said, there's money for a PR person, and we ain't got that. So yeah, I love the general public. So yeah. And I love helping people, so I think that's why we do it. So, yeah, I can relate. Absolutely.
It can get crazy. It really can. Me and Chuck sometimes will just sit there and, what are these people doing? We're not on TV, but that's what makes us feel good. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're not on TV and we get out there and people know who we are, we love that. That's what makes us feel famous. That's what makes us feel like we're rich. It's the people enjoying what we do. That's what me and Chuck like. We like that people come up to us and appreciate what we do. We don't have to be on TV to get the same excitement and the same things and fame that they get. We get everything they get. It's just, I produce and direct and edit and film our own TV show. And right now we are on Recap TV. And from what I'm told, the people are eating that up on that network. And I used to put my show on public television, and public television would get mail, constant mail coming in saying, when's the next season, when's the next season? But I never went through it because it was a lot of work, because I had to keep out the stuff that was exciting. I couldn't put what I wanted to on public television that we can put on this network, or that I can air on Facebook or YouTube. You don't have to cut any of it out. There's a lot. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Did we lose them?
No. They're still there. As far as I know, they are. Yeah. But anyway, Sherri, I have been talking. It's your turn.
Okay, I just had some really bad feedback right now.
Well, I don't hear any.
Okay. Maybe both of you guys can answer this in your own way, but when you do come across a spirit or ghost or something of the paranormal that someone has asked you to go in and prove or to find, how do you tell the person? Because I feel that could be very, it's like a sensitive topic, right? I mean, you got to be careful how you tell a person as well if what they're listening to or what's happening is paranormal.
Can you repeat that question, Sherri?
How do you prove to a person who's looking for you guys to prove to them about their paranormal activity? Like,
sure.
That must be a very sensitive way to tell them.
Well, Eric hit it right on the nose in the very beginning when he was talking. You can have the best piece of evidence. I mean, we've caught stuff that hands down we saw, and we, or we heard, and the next person will say, no, you didn't capture that. No, that's not it. You had a string pulling someone's hair, or that's Photoshop. It's very, you could have the best possible piece of evidence in the world, and someone, if they, they're going to knock it down. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. So if someone were to come to us and say, hey, we have this evidence and we want you to look at it, at the end of the day, yeah, we're going to look at it, and we're going to give them an honest answer. It's all in the person. If you're out there and you're experiencing it, then you know what happened. You know what you caught. Does the next person believe that that's what it is? Absolutely not. Or maybe they will. But at the end of the day, it's all what people perceive. If you're going to put your evidence out there, expect to get criticized, or expect them to knock it down. It's common sense. Like I said, me and Eric go out there. We do what we do. We do what we do best. I'm more, so ever since I did that thing with the cancer patient, I've had people, coming out of the woodwork. Your heart's big. Your heart's, it's we like what you did and stuff like that. But, at the end of the day, we're not looking for a pound in the back. We want to help the community. We want to, when our time is done, we want to know that we left our mark for future investigators. And, it is what it is, Sherri.
I see. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Well, you guys, both of you, Eric and Charles, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure having you guys on. And we have so many more questions, but we're running out of time. I apologize for that because to everyone and to our listeners who are still asking questions. Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you very much. Yes, I had a good time tonight. Brian finally got to meet me, finally got to ask me those serious questions and pick my brain. So I was glad to meet him, glad to talk with him.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's always a pleasure with you, Sherri.
Great, thank you so much. I loved chatting with you guys. I think everyone else does too. You guys are really awesome.
Well, thank you very much for our awesomeness.
Wear it well. Thank you guys, both of you. Have yourself a great night, and thank you all to our listeners for really getting involved and asking questions to our guests. It's always fun that way.
Sure. All right, thank you guys. You guys have a great night. I'm gonna let you guys go. Brian, always a pleasure. Sherri, always a pleasure. And you guys next.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hope to be on again soon sometimes. Thank you very much. Have a great night. and it's always been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Yes, we'll have to have you on again.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Hope to be on again.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Oh, Brian, there you go. You wanted to have him back on? You got to ask your questions. How do you feel now? Got those questions answered.
I feel like I'm an honorary paranormal investigator now. No,
well, you were.
I was.
You were.
We kind of did that for a little while anyway. So a couple of times we did the whole paranormal thing and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, that was fun. I hope to see. This is another group of good people that I hope to meet at some point. You know, I wouldn't mind going up to New Hampshire. So, yeah. All right. Well, we had our poll, and 69% finally said that they believe in ghosts. So we'll see about that. What else? So I want to thank Rhett Sever for coming onto the show and talking with us. We're going to need to have a show where it's just Rhett Sever. Own show.
There you go. Have him do his act and get it out there. Because I think we do a lot of talking. We missed a lot of really what Rhett can do. And we got to hear him. We got to hear him perform.
Yeah. We're not used to having two guests consistently, but that's what's been happening because people are wanting to come on, or we want people to come on, and so we're going to have to go back down to that, like, one guest per show, so they have, like, pretty much 45 minutes to do and talk about whatever they need. So absolutely, I like that idea. The paranormal, so the New Hampshire Paranormal Research, there you can find them on Facebook, by the way. So find them on Facebook. Really cool guys. So I was happy to talk to Eric this time because he wasn't babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
So like last time or the time before that or something. So we're definitely going to have to. I'm going to have to go up. Where is this? Manchester?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never been to Manchester, so.
Well, you mean where they are, or where they?
Wherever, I don't know.
Valley Street Cemetery in Manchester, New Hampshire, is where they feel is the most haunted place in New England.
That's fantastic. But where are they?
They're in Manchester as well.
Oh, okay. So they are in Manchester. Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And we forgot to ask how Charles is coming along with his move now that he will not be living in his funeral home house anymore. So we'll have to catch up with that too.
Eric says, Manchester, you got to come, Brian.
Oh, I know. Trying to find the time, though, that's the downer when it comes to this. So I wish that this was my full-time job, but it's not, unfortunately, because it would not pay my car bill. So I have to work outside of this part-time just to keep everything going. And our show, I got to keep the show going too. So, but definitely, I do have to get up to Manchester. I've never been up there before. So, yeah, absolutely. So, speaking of Manchester, well, not so much New Hampshire, but there will be something happening in June. So I think I'm going to do a show, or we're going to do a show, me, from Maine.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I think we're going to postpone one of our shows from that Thursday, and we'll move it to, like, Saturday that week or something that I will be up there. So that way people can see on Facebook Live where I'm at, like I did in Florida that one, or Cape Cod.
Okay.
I think that would be pretty cool. So I want people to join me in Bar Harbor, Maine, coming up in June. We'll announce when that is. But
swing by Manchester on the way.
If I can plan it right and it's not too far out of the way of where we're going, like the way we're going up, which I don't think it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, everyone. Well, that's a show for you. Comedians and paranormal investigators, which we love both of them. Because we've had so many on the show. And, so for more information about our show, I can't stop laughing. Because
Why are you laughing?
I'm so tired, Sherri.
It's those jelly beans. They got you sugar high, and you're ready to crash. You're like, yeah.
Yeah. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Brian.Sherri Show, and our website, which is BrianSherriShow.org, because everything is Brian and Sherri, and I don't know why I did that. Probably so I could remember.
Well, Brian, it's so people remember. You can't make it all different stuff. That's the name. We're sticking to it. BrianandSherriShow.org.
Yeah.
Don't forget it. Check us out, you guys. Go to that website.
Exactly. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter if you don't already. And if you don't, I don't know why you don't, because you should. And there's no reason why you shouldn't. So at Brian_Sherri. And I'll spell out Sherri because a lot of people think that there's a Y in there, and there is no Y.
No.
That's Herri.
Correct.
And Dan, yes, I do have a good book that I've been reading, and I will catch up with you about that I get to that certain point of time when I need to talk to you about that. So let's see. The other thing is Instagram. We're also on Instagram. We have a gazillion followers. Yeah, right. I wish.
We're getting there. We're new at it. So
we have like 290 something followers. So thank you, followers. I love being on Instagram. So yeah, at Brian _Sherri Show. That is our Instagram. Make sure you follow us because if you don't, you will die. It's just that plain and simple. So if you don't want to, you better follow us. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Right, Sherri? Right.
That's right.
I did have a question for them, but I forgot to ask them about it.
What's that? They're still watching, I think. So.
They are still watching. Ouija boards. Now, I have never used one. Okay.
Are they still on the line?
No, they're not on the line. They're gone.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, bring them on.
They can answer this the next time that they're on the show, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Ouija boards. Do they believe that Ouija boards, if you use them, you could be cursed for using it, and that curse pretty much follows you anywhere you go, like if you move to another place? No, they can't call back, unfortunately.
Oh.
Sorry. Don't call back.
He don't like those. Eric doesn't like those.
I know, I remember that. But, yeah, so that was the only other question that I had, so I apologize. But we'll talk about that the next time you guys call in.
Oh, yeah.
That is it for the, I don't touch them either. So that's it for our show. And another quick shout-out to our #1 fan. There he is. And we'll see you all next Thursday. So we shouldn't have any interruptions. We should not have any cancellations or anything like that. Thursday should be good. So that is it. I am done. I'm tired, and I have to go to bed. Plus, besides that, I got to call my aunt now.
It's our #1 fan's birthday next Thursday. A lot of birthdays.
A lot of birthdays. Yes. All right, everyone. Do you have anything left to say before we say goodbye to everyone?
I just want to say thank you to all of our guests coming on tonight. Thank you, Eric and Charles and Rhett. Really appreciate you guys coming on. And once again, to all of our listeners for being involved. We love you guys being involved in asking our guest questions. So much fun. Brian, thank you. Thank you. This is an odd day. This is Friday, you guys, not Thursday. Don't be confused.
Oh, thank you.
We'll be back next Thursday.
Yes, we will. All right, everyone. Have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and watch out for that snow. Yes, I said snow on Sunday.
Ew, come on. Bad word, Brian.
I know.
We're not supposed to do that on the air.
I didn't want to say it either, but it's true. So,
It'll
goodbye.
be rain.
Maybe. It said wet snow. So I don't think it was really much, but anyway.
I don't know why I saw flowers today. I don't want to hear snow. Everything was green today and stuff is sprouting.
Oh, before I go, I just have to quickly mention, speaking of flowers, so I did buy one of those metal roses from the Iron Florist.
I did too.
I saw that picture or the comment that they sent saying that they fixed online to where you can order the orange color for the rose because that's what I wanted, but it wasn't there. Well, now it's there because they fixed it. So I ordered it, and I'm going to be picking it up in a couple of days because I didn't want to pay shipping because I'm cheap. But I would get to meet them in the process. So I really do want to have them back on the show. So thank you so much for fixing that and letting me pick it up too. So the ironflorist.com, check them out. All right, now we can go. That's it. I'm done talking now. Have a fantastic night, everyone, and we'll talk to you next week. I can't wait. So, all right, goodbye. Goodbye, Sherri.
Goodbye, Brian.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Brian and Sherri 5.0. Online 24/7 at briansherryshow.org. Like them on Facebook at brian.sherryshow. And we'll catch you next time.